Hello friends, welcome back to Restart UPSC. This is episode 7 of mistakes in my UPSC preparation, especially with respect to prelims. Now let's see. Neglecting S&T, environment and international relations. These are the greatest mistakes of mine because see, uh, S&T, environment and IR usually they're very important for UPSC and we all know that how important they are. But what we do? We majorly contribute our time of our preparation for polity, geography, economy, and all other things. So because we love reading that. See, people say that we always do what we feel that it is right to do. Like, see, I think I'm not articulating it correctly. We should do what is right, not what we feel right. So what we feel right, generally, we feel that, okay, I love reading polity, I should read it. Toppers say that Lakshmikant, they have read for 10 times, 15 times. What we do, we usually take polity, it will study for 1 month, and at the end of the May or April, what we do, we'll get the PT 365 and we'll focus on PT 365 of SMT, environment and IR. They are only based on current affairs and hardly PT 365. They also cover static part, but only related to those current events. But questions usually, of course, 2 or 3 questions may be coming from PT 365, but most of the cases UPSC is asking about some basic concepts of environment, some basic concepts in SNT, some basic things of IR as well. Right? But what we do? We don't read the static part. We don't focus. We don't give much importance to them. We read PT 365 and we feel that, okay, I've read everything, and we go to the exam. Usually what happens? Sometimes the polity questions may come very less, geography questions may come very less, and sometimes they become very tougher. And you know what? Why? What I understood in my 5 prelims attempts is that we think that, okay, polity, let's take example, polity is my stronger subject. But usually I get more negative marks in polity only. Because we feel that I know that subject and I'll attempt all the questions in that. Okay. 15 questions are there means I'll attempt some 12 to 13 questions. 4 or 5 questions will be made wrong by myself only. But when coming to SNT environment questions, I may hardly know 1 or 2 questions in that and I'll attempt them and they'll be getting the correct answers. Okay. See here in this way also, whichever subject we think that we are expert in that, in those subjects only we are scoring negative marks. And the subjects which we feel that which we feel difficult, we usually take the subject very seriously and attempt very less questions. Okay. Moderate questions, moderately. And we are getting good marks in that. Okay. If we do the same if we rationalize the time with this SNT environment and IR, okay, what we'll do? We'll try to attempt polity, geography, economic questions, some judiciously, like if there are 10 to 12 questions, we'll understand that, okay, I should attempt only 7 to 8 questions. And I'll attempt at least 4 or 5 SNT questions. What happens? We'll not read these questions. We will not read these subjects judiciously. We don't give time to them. And our target will be what? At least 80 to 85 questions I have to attempt. We are not reading this. Then what we will do? We'll try to attempt all the polity questions, all the geography questions, all the economic questions, and all the other ancient, medieval, or modern questions. Here we are losing negative marks unnecessarily. If we give rationally time to these subjects also, what happens? Attempting these number of questions, it does not become a difficult to us. We'll try to attempt 5 or 6 questions from SNT, 4 to 5 questions in environment, IR also 3 or 4 questions, and in polity, we feel that, okay, if this question is, I don't know this question from polity, I'll try to leave there because I am attempting more questions here. This way, I'll be attempting at least 80 questions. So in the pressure of attempting these 80 to 85 questions, what we are doing, we are not reading these subjects seriously, and the subjects which we feel that we are good enough, there we are unnecessarily losing our marks. Right? I hope you are understanding. And the most important thing is we neglect NCERTs of basic general science and environment. If you see, very basic questions are coming from environment. I think in 2024, I think so. UPSC has asked one question that a tree and a insect, it has co-evolved from ages. The answer was pig. And The word co-evolving or intersect and three, it is everything there in NCRT, biology NCRT. Okay, hardly 3 or 4 chapters. If I had read it, these 2 marks would have come to me. This way, there are n number of examples in my life because I have the experience of 5 failed prelims. Okay, I've I've neglected NCR. I've read NCRTs, but I've neglected them. I do not revise them. I didn't make important points from them, important notes, all these things. I feel that okay, NCRTs are school syllabus. No, let's read it once or twice and let's leave it. Some important notes will be there. No, some factual points we have to make notes out of it because these factual points only UPSC is asked. I think in 2024 only UPSC has asked about Red Sea. Right? See, these small questions only we are making mistakes, and these small questions they cost us our attempt. Okay, and one more important thing: we read IR PT365, and we will not read those PT365 also completely. There are 100 pages means hardly we'll read 50 to 60 pages. That too, if one is reading 50 to 60 pages also very great. And coming to IR, what we do, we'll try to, if IR is 100 pages, we'll read some 20 to 30 pages that, and in the end, IR places in news will be there. No, we'll just look at the places in news. We'll think okay, this place is in news because of this, because of this, because of this. But ultimately, what UPSC is asking, UPSC is asking about mapping. See, we have read about when Taliban has taken the control of Afghanistan. We have read everything, Doha Accords, so all these things, so all what is the history of Taliban, all these things. But what UPSC has asked, UPSC has asked the bordering countries of Afghanistan. Of course, the question was easy. Why? Because in the options Azerbaijan was there. If we removed Azerbaijan, we were getting the answer, right? But the main mistake we do, we'll read about places in news, but we'll not do mapping, right? So these small things where UPSC is not asking all some deeper subjects. Of course, deeper questions are also there, but UPSC wanted to give that because it wants to the people who are serious candidates. It wants them to leave this type of questions. Okay, I'm giving you 100 questions, but only 90 questions are good enough to attempt. Those 10 questions I have given it on my own to showcase my sadism of UPSC. Okay, it gives those 10 questions, and wise aspirant they'll not attempt. Aspirants like me, like donkeys. I'm Gade. I'm calling myself Gada because in 2024 I attempt all the 100 questions. In 2025 unknowingly I attempted 96 questions. I shouldn't have done that. If I had left at least 10 to 12 questions in 2025, I would have been in the list because I have scored 88 marks. Okay, so please don't do this type of mistakes. You may be expert in polity, geography, and all these things, but don't neglect S&T, environment, and IR because I have set the link now. In the pressure of attempting 80 to 90 questions, we are leaving these type of questions and we are going to the questions which we don't know in the subjects which we know, like polity, geography, and all these things, and we are losing marks there unnecessarily. Okay, so these subjects S&T, environment, and IR they require time, they require our respect. Okay, we have to treat them respectedly, right? Not only PT365, we have to read basic things like NCRTs and basic static part of them, and for environment, for S&T, all those things. And those this preparation will help in attempting 80 questions, right? And will reduce our negative markings in the other subjects as well, right? I hope you understood. And if you like the video, please subscribe to the channel. Please like the content. Please comment your valuable feedback in the videos. Okay. And thanks for watching, friends. And if you have any suggestions, please let me know. I'll try to make videos on that. And thank you, friends. Thanks a lot. Let's meet in the next video. Jai Hind.